We've got breaking developments coming in. The first certificates under Citizenship Amendment Act have been granted. 14 people have got these certificates, and they were given these certificates by Union Home Secretary Ajay Kumar Bhalla. Citizenship certificates under the CAA for the first 14 people. This happened in the national capital. Remember, in March this year was when the CAA rules were notified, 4 years after the law was passed. Now, 14 people in Delhi have got their citizenship certificates. Amit joins us from Delhi for more details. It's over to you.
जी देखिए, एक बड़ी खबर है क्योंकि जो 14 नागरिकों को दिया गया है, जो सीए के तहत पहले जो 14 लोग हैं जिनको नागरिकता देने की बात की थी, और इसको लेकर जब नाविका कुमार के साथ इंटरव्यू में अमित शाह ने कहा था कि चुनाव से पहले हर हाल में सीए लागू होगा और उसका फायदा जो पाकिस्तान, बांग्लादेश, अफगानिस्तान के जो अल्पसंख्यक उनको मिलेगा, और उसमें 11 मार्च को नियम कानून लागू किए गए थे और इसके बाद आवेदन कहा गया था कि आप आवेदन दीजिए। इसके बाद जो डिस्ट्रिक्ट लेवल में उसकी जांच की गई, पूरी इंक्वायरी के बाद ये पहले आप कह सकते हैं कि पहला जत्था है, पहला ग्रुप है जो 14 लोगों का जिनको सीए के सर्टिफिकेट दिए गए हैं। ये अपने आप में ये बताता है, हालांकि चुनाव के दौरान चाहे बंगाल हो, कुछ जगह ये कहा भी गया था कि पूरी तरह से इसको लागू नहीं करने दिया जाएगा, लेकिन सरकार इस बात को लेकर फर्म थी कि सीए लागू होगा, क्योंकि जो अल्पसंख्यक है वहां के, उनके लिए भारत के अलावा कोई दूसरी जगह नहीं है। और ये कानून सिर्फ और सिर्फ जो सदस्य जो नागरिकता वो देने के लिए है। ये जो भ्रम फैलाने की कोशिश की जाती है मुस्लिम समुदाय में कि उनकी नागरिकता छीनी जाएगी, इसको लेके अमित शाह, गृह मंत्री अमित शाह ने साफ शब्दों में नाविका कुमार के साथ इंटरव्यू में ये कहा भी था कि किसी भी व्यक्ति की नागरिकता सीए से नहीं जाएगी, बल्कि सीए के जरिए जो अल्पसंख्यक हैं जिनका कोई और जगह नहीं है, उनको ये नागरिकता दिया जाएगा। और उसी कड़ी में पहली जो लिस्ट है वो 14 लोग की वो नागरिकता दी गई है, उसके सर्टिफिकेट दिए गए हैं।
All right, what do these certificates look like, Siddharth? I'm told you have one of those certificates with you. Run us through the details.
In fact, Priya, before that, let me just take you through the press release that's now been issued by the Union Ministry for Home Affairs that actually gives us some details with respect to the procedure that was adopted in granting these 14 certificates to successful applicants under the CAA. It says the first set of citizenship certificates after notification of the CAA rules 2024 were issued today. The Union Home Secretary Shri Ajay Kumar Bhalla handed over these certificates to some applicants in New Delhi. He congratulated the applicants and highlighted salient features of the CAA 2024. Secretary Post Director IB, Registrar General of India, and senior officers were also present. The district level committees, now this was something that was established as a result of the implementation of the CAA rules in March 2024 before the Model Code of Conduct. It says the DLCs chaired by senior superintendents of post, superintendents of post as designated officers on successful verification of documents have administered oath of allegiance to the applicants. After processing as per rules, DLCs have forwarded the applications to state level MPART committee headed by the director of the census operation. Process of application is completely done through the online portal. The MPART committee Delhi headed by the director census operation, after due scrutiny, have decided to grant citizenship to 14 applicants. Accordingly, the director of census operations granted certificates to these applicants. We still in fact are waiting for details as to who these specific 14 individuals are who've been granted these certificates, but it's nevertheless a historic moment 5 years after the passing of the CAA in December 2019, and of course just a few months after it was notified on the 11th of March 2024.
One of the details mentioned in that press release by the MHA, Amit, says that the entire process was conducted online. Now, जब से ये रूल्स के इम्प्लीमेंटेशन की बात आई है, हमने पॉलिटिशियंस को देखा है बोलते हुए, फियर मॉन्गरिंग बेसिकली करते हुए कि जैसे ही आप अप्लाई करेंगे उसी वक्त से आप इंडिया के सिटीजन नहीं रहेंगे. That has led to a lot of fear amongst the people as well. Tell us what the process is like and what happens now for these 14 people once they get these certificates.
देखिए, सबसे बड़ी बात कि इसके लिए जो नोटिफिकेशन जारी किया था उसमें दिया गया था कि पहले आपको पूरे एक फॉर्म दिए गए थे। उसमें फॉर्म में ये कहा गया था कि क्या क्या चीज़ें भरनी है, पूरी डिटेल देना था। 31/12/2014 के पहले जो लोग आए हुए हैं भारत में वो अप्लाई कर सकते हैं, उनके लिए तमाम दस्तावेज मांगे गए थे कि अगर वो यहाँ पर आए हैं, कब आए, कैसे आए, इन चीज़ों को लेकर सर्टिफिकेट के जरिए पूरे डिटेल फॉर्म मांगा गया था। इसके बाद जो डिस्ट्रिक्ट लेवल में जो अधिकारी है जिनको ऑथराइज किया गया था वो इसकी स्क्रूटनी की थी, उसका जाँच की थी, और ताकि उसको किस तरह से आगे बढ़ाना है वो करना देखना, हमारे साथ प्रणेश भी है। प्रणेश, इस पूरे मामले में किस तरह से आप देखते हैं, जो इतनी बड़ी बात है कि 14 लोगों को पहली बार ये दिया गया है इसको?
अमित जी, आपको याद होगा और हमारे व्यूअर्स को तो डेफिनेटली याद होगा, टाइम्स नाउ ने इस पे एक तरह से ऐसी कैंपेन चलाई थी, क्योंकि जो आप भ्रम फैलाने की बात कर रहे हैं, देयर वाज एन अटेम्प्ट बाय एन इकोसिस्टम एंड कंसर्टेड अटेम्प्ट एट दैट टू peddle half truths and falsehoods. The Home Minister, no less, had clarified on multiple occasions, the last occasion being when he spoke to Group Editor-in-Chief Navika Kumar that Amit Kumar has been referring to. Now, the important point is that now that these 14 people have become the first beneficiaries of this law, we are calling it the persecution shield, we've been calling it that. Bharat has walked the talk, the Modi government has walked the talk on the citizenship law. The question now is, all those people who've been opposing it, will they grudge these 14 individuals their citizenship certificate? Will they oppose it or will they welcome it? We are yet to hear from opposition voices, but given the nature of what we've seen, I won't be surprised if they oppose. You have the first reaction from the DMK coming in, Priya.
All right, we have on the phone line with us Mr. Hafiz from the DMK. So your first reaction now, 14 people in the national capital have been given citizenship certificates.
No, the point is that the whole entire system of giving citizenship on religious lines have been opposed by us. Continuously will continue to oppose. At this point of time, the big question which the DMK wants to ask is, when you have given citizenship to persecuted minorities from countries, why have you excluded Sri Lankan Tamils from there? That question will continuously be risen by the DMK. So we'll continue to raise question. On one hand, you say you are the protectors of Hindu religion and minorities in the rest of the country. When it comes to Tamil Hindus from Sri Lanka, you have turned a blind eye. You're not doing anything to it. So if you are really genuine about humanitarian cause, you should bring Sri Lankan Tamils into the ambit of CAA. That is the primary thing. At the outset or completely, entirely we oppose CAA. But if Prime Minister or the BJP is claiming to be guardian of the minorities, you should also consider this. If not, this hypocrisy will be exposed by us.
But sir, what about all the fear-mongering that some of the politicians have been doing? For example, Mamata Banerjee and others who say that people, once they apply online, they are going to lose their citizenship, which has also led to a lot of apprehensions amongst the people. This is a proper, clear process that has been set. Your objections have been raised on multiple number of times, on multiple occasions as well. But now we have a set of rules that are in place and are going to help those who are facing persecution.
No, I understand. Why is that persecution a clause only on religious grounds? There are persecution on ethnic grounds. India is still a secular country. The constitution is secular. It is not a religious bound country. In such a scenario, granting citizenship on religious lines will destroy the basic fabric and the structure of this country. That is our primary question or the primary doubt we had when the CA was implemented. That beside all that, when you have said that you are going to address the issues of the minorities, why are the Sri Lankan Tamils who are also Hindus excluded is the question.
All right, Sri Lankan Tamils,
Thank you.
The question that has been raised on several occasions by the DMK continues to remain their grouse when it comes to the CAA and its implementation. We've got Khaliqur Rahman of the Congress. Sir, nobody's citizenship is being snatched away, as has been an attempt to make the narrative out of. 14 people, in fact, have been given citizenship under CAA in New Delhi.
Yeah, because as far the Home Minister Amit Shah is concerned, because when he goes to one state, he says something. When he goes to another state, and he says something different. And now, because granting the citizenship based on the religious line, which is not at all acceptable and which is against the very spirit of the constitution and the secularism. And our country, in fact, runs by constitution and does not run by the whims and the fancies of the people sitting in the power.
Sir, but this law was passed extremely constitutionally by both the houses of the parliament after being cleared by elected representatives who were chosen by the constitutional process of elections.
No, but see, in the manner in which the law was passed in the parliament, everyone knows about it.
What is it that you object to?
Yeah. See, because as for the CA concern, because if the opposition had demanded a complete debate on that, and then the opposition had demanded the necessary amendments in that, but the government led by Modi ji did not, heed to that, did not pay any kind of attention, and in a very unilateral manner, they have gone ahead and passed the law in the parliament.
So isn't that how the government works? The party has MPs in the House. They cast their vote on a particular bill, and that's how it becomes an act and a law. What is unilateral about it?
No, see, because they should have allowed the complete debate on that. And in fact, the opposition had, and even the Congress party had, a few reservations on that, which we wanted a complete debate on that. But that was not happened. And the government did not allow that to happen, in fact, deliberately. And that's the reason I said that, government went ahead unilaterally in passing that by ignoring the demand of the major opposition parties in the country. So, and now, in some state, they say that because as for the CA is concerned, because it will not, affect the religious minorities. And in some state, they said that, the Modi ji said, if the Congress comes to power, it will take away your Mangal Sutra. And
so now I think we are just digressing from the issue at hand over here. But thank you, Mr. Khaliqur Rahman, for joining us with your opinion on the issue.